The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
What's going on, guys? Drasgas here. Today we're playing Hellblade Senua.
Druth was a troubled man. Scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him. Until she too could see what he saw.
I'm trying not to speak over her. She is like very quiet and sort of whispers. Hopefully you guys can hear it the whole time. I try to not include music in this one, especially this game, since, you know, everyone's whispering and it'll be a little bit hard to actually hear them speak. Alright, so let's see here. Looks like we're just going back to like the main area because we got both the bosses. Now all we have to do is go through the door and we should be good to go.
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter.
They did a really good job of not like restricting the player, but sort of allowing the player to go back to the right area just on their own. I had no clue where I was, and I still ended up just walking to the right spot regardless.
The mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt. You may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
So we should be able just to go straight on through now, right?
Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it.
What just happened?
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross into hell.
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved. Searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? Now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
So, is that where we got the whole idea of strapping a head to our chest? Belt? Thing? Where we store it?
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender. Abandon to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
So, is she imagining this and we just happen to cut off the dude's head and bring him with us? Or is this an actual thing in this world? What are you doing, big boy? There we go. Sweet. You run from me? How dare you?
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Don't give up.
Ooh. Hey, it's a little hard. Alright, there we go. Make sure we block the right time. That one over there is just sort of watching. He's like, I'm not getting into this. More move, except for the fact that now you're going to die as a result. Oh, can we kick him off the ledge?
When there is a new world ahead, the only one that makes any sense.
There we go. Sweet. You dare strike me. Is there anybody else? Ooh, you're a little bit bigger.
There's blood.
Yeah. Well, that's right. We need to slow down time. Bam. Sweet. Get in some extra hits in, like so. They seem to be dying easier than before. Is that it? Wasn't too bad of a gauntlet. So all we gotta do is go through here. I'm assuming there's going to be a couple more gods that we're going to have to destroy.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Quickly get up. They're coming.
Was that supposed to happen? Okay. That was kind of weird. Like, was that supposed to happen, or did we just like die there? We good. Alright, you seem to be a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to assume your attacks hurt, so I'm going to just dodge like that. We're going to use our size to our advantage. Bam. Ooh. So there, chop his legs down.
Finish.
There we go. Sweet. Woo. Hurts a little bit. Alright, so hold on. We can't slow down time yet. I'll shoot that one.
You can ignore the pain.
Get up, get up, get up. Be fine. Just turn around and block. I feel like we could have had that one if she just, you know, like grabbed the sword and flipped around. Alright, so we need to be faster at dodging. We definitely need to figure out a pattern for him though, because he sort of does a few things. Does like a chop, 2 chops, and then a hard attack down. There we go. Underneath, boom.
She's scared.
Every single time we slow down time, we get hit. There's him. Nice. I think we're doing pretty good. Get up.
Finish this. Finish this.
There we go. Alright, a little bit too far away. There we go. Oh, do we actually kill him? Nice! So, I mean, this one seems to be a little bit easier. I don't know if he's supposed to be like the same sort of god or what, but... Alright, so now we gotta fight a couple of these ones. Looks like it's just regular people from here on out. So we actually got pushed back far enough to dodge the other one's attack. There we go. Want to try to slow down time as best we can. Let's see here. Let's get some blood going. Rolling down like a Sioux. There we go. Sweet. Got just one more remaining.
We're winning.
So if you kick their shields, it sort of stops them from being able to block, and then you just sort of continue on your path. Destruction like a Sioux. There we go. So, I mean, we can always build up stamina again anyways. Is that it? This area seems to be a little bit different. It's not like as puzzly, which is a little weird. As soon as I say it, here's a puzzle. There we go. So I'm gonna just come over here and trigger these words real quick, and then we're going to listen to the artifact over around the corner, and then we'll look for the stuff.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name, she will ask your lineage, and she will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Alright, sweet. So we just need to look around some, get some of these letters real quick, and then we'll be back. There it goes. That was a little close. Alright. So basically, from the post, you need to take a couple steps forward and then walk. There'll be a couple pieces of wood, and there'll be one more brick forward. All we have to do is walk around, find the next letter, and then we'll know we're in the right area. Oh, you can actually focus and build like stairs and stuff around the world? What? Alright, so if you come over here to this like longboat over here, you can basically look on those stairs right there, and for some reason we like focus in the world around us and actually are able to build some stairs. So I'm assuming that takes us over to the next letter. Sweet. Alright, so come all the way up top. I found this one easier, so we're going to do this one first, but it should be the exact same X as before with the triangle up top. Then the X, S, sorry, is going to be down here below. And basically we just need to find it and it'll be good. Oh, hold on. There's another secret area. We're going to listen to this real quick and then we will follow back with the last letter. Put down the letter. There we go. Looks like there's a little secret door back here too.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
I wonder if the X right there would have worked. I guess the post there is sort of blocking it, so it probably wouldn't. Oh. That was just sheer coincidence that we accidentally bumped in that one. But sweet. So basically, from the wall, there's going to be a post here. You just sort of stand in the middle, and you're able to line it up like so. And we can come down there and open up the door. Alright, sweet. So we made it back to the door. Let's go and open her up. Did we just teleport to another area again? Obviously, we're sort of going like deeper inside of whatever Helheim we're going to. So I'm kind of curious to see like if it stays mostly like on this plane or if we start going to like other areas.
The gate. It's opening.
Who is it?
It's coming. That song again.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
That did not work at all.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. just like your sword.
Come on.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's true. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Dillion, it's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's enough. It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible. Dillion.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
I mean, we don't have a sword anymore, so hopefully we're still able to do something in combat. I'm assuming that we're going to go to this light and then it's going to like teleport us into the other area, and this is all just like a dream or something. Because there's just no way that they would start off with like combat in the game and then just like, never mind, we're going to scrap all that. But we are going to look down here real quick just to make sure there's not any like extra little secret items. Yeah, it looks all empty and that's just water. Cool.
Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was the trick. I told you. Where are you?
What exactly? Tommy, we're chasing a light, but are we supposed to fight the demons now? She seems like way too calm in this world. Like, I would at least grab the half-broken sword or maybe have a little bit of protection. Assuming we're about to have like the rock row all the way up to her shoulder though, based on the way she's like holding her stomach. I'm not sure why we like cauterized the wound on her face though. That was kind of odd.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs, errands out in the Orkney plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Was the tower glowing, or was that just the light just happened to go through like all the pieces of wood in the right spot and be able to shine up there? So I swear it looked like something was glowing up there for a second. I always see the lights around the corner here though, so.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
I mean, maybe his head's supposed to be here?
The lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him.
Where is he? He's there.
To her young eyes,
Under the tree.
he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him.
Keep going.
The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
All Alright, so there's another puzzle up there, but let's listen to the words real quick.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can possess it.
Oh, is there an actual distance?
His brother, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Alright, sweet. There we go. Sorry, I didn't realize that there was an actual proximity on it. Every other time it was like you can go whatever distance and start doing your own thing. So I assumed it would do that, but obviously it might have been a little bit too far.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Oh, you're just going to leave it like that? Alright guys, we're running a little late on time, so we're going to go ahead and end today's episode here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.